Okay, it's a movie critic and Rocco Pasquini. But Rocco, this was, what a week.
Yeah, right?
Controversy on top of controversy.
Yes.
And let's touch on that before you move review.
Right.
Roseanne, one of the top rated shows on ABC,
Right.
was abruptly canceled
Right.
over some inappropriate tweets
Yeah.
from Roseanne Barr, who was fired immediately by ABC, who called her tweets repugnant.
Yes.
Your thoughts on the whole Roseanne Barr situation?
Thank you very much, and rightfully so, I might say, because it's just the crazy thing about the whole success of the revival of the Roseanne sitcom is how it just really touched a nerve with a lot of people in the country that didn't feel, it kind of dovetails perfectly with many of the supporters of the president. And in regards to what she did, I think the thing that you think about at first is, what was she thinking? Like when it definitely is a reminder of how people can use the Twitter medium and just really abuse it and really risk putting themselves in the line of fire by doing that. And I think it's just another example of how how Twitter is just very, very dangerous for a good certain type of people. And in regards to with what she did, I think even if she said, like, she claims that she didn't know that the person that did that she was targeting was a person of color. Even if I was to believe that really was the case, the fact that she would even do that in the beginning is just so, the what would you call it, the optics of it would just be so bad from the beginning. And it just shows, like, you would think that in the last couple of years that age would temper a person's demeanor, but I feel like with Roseanne Barr that we've known this person to be a very transgressive figure. This was the same person who once did the national anthem in a very transgressive manner. So is anybody really surprised that this has happened, especially with the fact that she had been on Twitter, going after people of color in the past? And it's like, is it really that shocking that that she would do this? No. It just really shows how much maybe ABC might have kind of made the deal with the devil a little bit in trying to revive the sitcom. Because, like I said, people know who she is, and the fact that they would put themselves at great risk just to get ratings it just, what more can be said, really?
And then the other controversy was Samantha Bee, who said a
Yes.
word that was very inappropriate about Ivanka Trump, although she did not get fired.
Right. I personally am not a big fan of the word in question. I know that she had said this word once before on her show, and the fact that she would be going through, going that far in order to, I get that she's trying to compete with other comedic news satirists like Trevor Noah and now John Oliver, and she's the woman in the whole thing. The fact that she would use a word like that, like a very, it was obviously a very transgressive thing that she did, and it kind of is a point of commonality between the two situations. But I think in regards to what she did, I think that, like I said, that's a word that pretty much should be stayed away from, on even late at night on television, because her show is on late at night. But even so, I think that it just shows that people have to be more responsible when it comes to how they use the airways. I know cable's not the same as broadcast TV. If this was broadcasted TV, she would be done automatically because that has FCC regulations. But this, even if it's cable, there still has to be a line, and that line still has to be respected. So I think in terms of what will happen, I don't think she's going to get penalized as much because CBS is not a big cable channel. And this is not exactly, she hasn't had a history of really being offensive. So I think that this will be a correction. I think she'll probably survive this particular incident.
Okay, Rocco, thank you very much.
Thank you.